Yes, welcome back to Salaam Namaste Calgary on the Punjabi National Radio 94.7 FM. अभी हम जैसे बात कर रहे थे, मेरे पास यहाँ पे गेस्ट मौजूद हैं. So yeah, we are live on the 94.7 FM. If you're in your car, so if you're listening, so thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for giving your time or your afternoon to us. और अगर आप अपना जो है ऑफिस में सुन रहे हैं, तो of course you can listen online as well, www.radiososangam.ca. Or, of course, you can go on Facebook right now and just search for the Punjabi National Radio and you can watch us live as well. तो अभी हम जैसे बात कर रहे थे, जैसे PCHS, so there is an organization, उनका एक जो fundraiser होने जा रहा है October 22nd को, and one of the board member, Miss Rekhan Jabbal, she's here with me right now, and of course you can watch her on the Facebook as well. Hello, Rekha ji, how are you?
I'm very well, 𝗃𝗏𝗧𝗏. Thank you so much for having us here today.
No, thank you so much for coming in. I know it's a little far, but here we are.
It's all good.
So PCHS, it stands for what?
It stands for Punjabi Community Health Services.
Okay.
We are a non-for-profit organization.
Mm-hmm.
We are standalone. We're based out of from the modeling that was done with Punjabi Community Health Services in Ontario.
Okay.
That organization, the CEO is 𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗧𝗏. I think many of your listeners have probably heard his name. And we provide services, health and social services, to all the South Asian population in the Calgary area.
Okay.
Our services are focused on 3 areas. Mental health, addictions, so it can be opioid addiction, other drug addiction.
Which is getting worse these days.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
or alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
As well, we focus on family enhancement. So families that require support in any domestic violence situations,
Yeah.
or marriage counseling or partnerships.
Yeah.
Those are our 3 main areas of focus. We provide cultural competency in all our programming. And what that means is that we understand some of the nuances of the South Asian community.
Right.
The multi-generational
Right.
living in a household.
Yeah.
The struggles that sometimes come with that. Sometimes the stigma around mental health and addiction.
Yeah.
So we understand those, and all of our counselors, and Tania is here with me today, speak Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu.
Yeah.
So all 3 languages, we're able to provide services in all of those 3 languages.
Yeah. So it's a Punjabi health.
Punjabi Community Health.
Community health.
Yeah.
So it's not like an Alberta Healthcare, but no.
No,
No,
it's
right?
a non-for-profit.
Okay, got it.
I know the name speaks Punjabi.
Yeah.
But we do have clients that are all South Asian. So whether you're from Pakistan, South India, all of the South Asians of the Calgary area are welcome to seek our services, and all of our services are free of charge.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So everything we do is free of charge. We rely mostly on grant funding
Of
through
course.
the government,
Yeah.
which, as we all know, ebbs and flows as
Yes.
we have a new premier
Yeah.
today.
Yes.
But we also really rely on our South Asian community to provide us with some donations,
Yeah.
support us in our fundraiser, and really support the community that we're helping.
Yeah. So what's your role in it? Like what's your kind of designation with that?
I am a volunteer.
Volunteer,
so
okay.
I provide some support to our great counselors. We've got a staff of 9 counselors.
Oh, wow.
We were recently, a couple of years ago, hired our first executive director. We now have an office manager.
Okay.
So my role is board co-chair, and basically ensuring that we are following our vision and our mission, and ensuring that we are following our mandate to provide services in our 3 areas.
Right.
Again, mental health, addictions, and family enhancement.
Right.
We've seen a huge uptake in our clients reaching out, especially during COVID,
Yeah.
and with some of the struggles that came with possibly job loss, reliant on more substances because we weren't able to make those connections with our social networks, families that may have struggled because they were now in that closed environment and didn't have some of those external supports. So yeah, that's my role as a volunteer. Our great counselors do all the hard work of supporting our clients.
Yeah. And welcome, Tania. Welcome to our studio. So what's your role in it for, as a PS? I believe you're staff at the PCHS?
Yes, so I'm a counselor at PCHS.
Okay.
And my role is basically supporting clients. So people, when they come in with mental health concerns, some family conflict, domestic violence concerns, addiction-related support, any of those areas. Parenting is another big area where we provide a lot of support. And supporting clients and where they're at, and then in their journey through recovery or whatever hardship they're going through in life. Being able to speak the language, understand the family dynamics, just really gives clients this relatability and understanding that, and they can share a little bit more openly. Like it feels a bit like home, and being able to talk to someone they trust. And I think that's a huge part of supporting someone. And
it's not an easy job. I can feel it. I can tell, and I think you guys have to be very confidential whatever you guys do.
Absolutely.
So you are as a board member, you are as a staff. So do you have to be kind of some kind of degrees in it to be part of the team? What's the? I'm sure you guys are hiring all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. All of our counselors are provisional psychologists.
Oh wow!
And Tania can give you a little more information
please.
on what that means.
Most of us have a master's in psychology or social work. That's kind of the area, and then some of us are registered or in process of registering with the College of Alberta Psychologists or the Social Work Board, and we have a clinical supervisor who's not South Asian, but he has been in the industry for over 25 years, and he comes with a lot of experience, and so he is like our, it has been a struggle to find somebody who is South Asian and has that much experience with working with the South Asian population. We feel like we're almost pioneers. So we have we are sometimes teaching our clinical supervisor about the South Asian culture and how the struggles that come with it. But we have a really nice team, and like you touched upon confidentiality, and that's like a really, really important part of therapy, especially in the South Asian community, That seems to be sometimes some concern, but luckily, and I think through our dedication, our vision, and the foundation of how we work, that's such a huge part of our work that none of our clients have ever had any hesitation with confidentiality or any complaints or nothing, because we would not have an agency if we couldn't uphold that.
Of course. I know.
So that's that's a huge part of our work, and then on top of that is support and all the other skills that we provide.
So Rekha, let's say if you get a phone call, like I'm having drugs issue or like domestic violence. What's the next step for you guys? Would you guys move forward with that?
And correct me if I'm wrong, Tania, but we do, so if a client that needs help will call into our office, we have an intake coordinator who will take the information and assess what supports that client needs. We will then assign that client to one of our counselors who then will reach out to the client and assess their needs and decide what is the best type of programming that would fit that client. Tania, did I miss anything?
No, that's really it. Now we're also located in a little bit more northeast location, so people also welcome to walk in.
Oh, is that right?
And and then we can do, if the intake coordinator is available, they can do an intake on the spot, and then hopefully get them connected to a counselor as soon as possible.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to go back during pandemic, I believe it was one of the toughest
Yes.
couple of years for you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of things were happening.
Yeah.
People were home. The domestic violence, it was up. Drugs were up.
Yeah.
So how did you guys handle your part of area?
Yeah, it was definitely very, very challenging because within one day offices shut down and we were working from
Yeah.
home. So having to switch that, as well as keeping supports going, we would always give one-on-one in-person support before that. We did not do online before COVID, and then so it was like a sudden switch, and we set up the electronics that comes with it. But more importantly, I think we were able to also reach a lot of those women who maybe were not able to come to our office for services before COVID, but after COVID, I think our support in some way was enhanced because they can, even if they have 20 minutes between husband coming home or kids coming home, and they can just find 20 minutes to chat with somebody over the phone. We were able to do that with them, so that was a huge plus. And I think, like Rekha was mentioning, with COVID and isolation and everything that people have gone through, the number of cases that we have gotten in mental health had really spiked.
Yeah.
And one of the good things that I think has come out of it is people were seeking support on their own. Before this, we would always get a lot of referrals from physicians, lawyers, hospitals, but I think lately people are picking up the phone and saying, I need support.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I think that's a huge step in our community.
Yeah, yeah. So especially, go ahead.
I was going to say, one of the other things that I want to highlight that our staff did over COVID was they all got trained in that single session counseling.
Well, that's
So
nice.
someone that needed support right away and in the moment, and maybe didn't necessarily require 6-week support or sessions or groups, could call our office, and our staff were trained in providing that support and that immediate support that was required of them in one single session.
Right. So because it's like especially back home, or it's in the South Asian community, we hear like the woman has to be at home, don't have to work, don't have to go outside, stays home with the kids. Do you guys do you guys any kind of like complaints now? Like now it's open world now. Of course, like both parents has to work to feed their family, not the way the expenses are. But do you hear those stories still? Like they don't want women to go out?
Yeah.
I think it happens. I think we have a range of different kinds of beliefs, and there are more conservative beliefs, and then there's more liberal ones. But I think you can have a happy life either way as long as it's balanced and people understand each other, and and both parties are at that same understanding. When there's a difference, that's when we see trouble, and that can be fixed easily by people coming into counseling, talking about it. It's almost like mediation sometimes we do with couples too, and so to reach some sort of agreement where compromise, meet in the middle sort of thing, and it works for most couples.
So do they feel shame to come to you guys?
Not often,
No,
the
eh?
reason is because a lot of times our clients, I'm saying they call in and they come, but usually they come when it's the last resort, like they've managed for a very long time by themselves. So at the end of it, they come when they're stuck, most of our clients. So they have almost no other choice. They're like, I have to do something.
Just to call you.
Or they may even have gone to one of the mainstream organizations for counseling, but maybe because we do understand our community and we do understand our South Asian culture, maybe they didn't get what they needed from that counseling session and reach out to us for more of that cultural piece and the counseling that's required to go with that.
Yeah. Especially pandemic, of course, you hear so many stories and this happened, but at the end of the day, if they come to you guys, I think this is the best way to, it's kind of win-win for everyone. So you guys have your office in Northeast Calgary. Where's the office?
It's
in the West Winds area.
West Winds area,
near
Northeast?
Prairie Park.
Okay.
Park.
Yeah. Oh, that's
kitty
great.
corner from Rajveer Banquet Hall. That's how I remember where it is.
Close to that,
No, this is great. And, well, I'm sure when you are dealing with this kind of things, a lot of people blames you as well. Oh, because of you, this thing happened. Does it happen? Any kind of odd story?
Not a lot from our clients.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. But sometimes, yes. So like if we're talking to a woman and she's going through some sort of verbal or physical abuse or some sort of a situation like that in the house, then yes, and that's the thing that we have to navigate really carefully.
Right.
Because she's like, my partner says, oh, you're learning from all these social workers and you're like, you know, so
exactly.
Sometimes that happens, but I think that's why we cannot be like, okay, you know, be independent, stand up tomorrow, don't listen. Like that's not how it works in counseling. You can't tell people to do that, right?
Yeah,
so it's a journey, and I think they find themselves. So, as an example, I had a client in some sort of an abusive situation at home with kids, and she was in counseling for over a year before she made that call to 911 by herself. And and not because anyone told her, she said she laid her boundaries out, and then she said, you know, if and she warned him to, and then when he did not respect that, she said it's only going to get worse. So then she made that step, and she still wants to reconcile and wants him to learn and go to counseling. But it's just, it takes time for anyone to reach the place.
It's not like kind of an overnight kind of thing.
Totally.
It takes time, especially if the relationship is not, if there's a break in the relationship, it takes time.
It takes time.
No doubt. Yeah. Of course, so I have Tania, who's a staff for the PCHS, and of course the Rekha ji, she is a board member for the PCHS. So how many members or the staff you guys have altogether in Calgary?
We have currently got 5 board members, and we've got 9 counselors and our 9 staff. altogether.
It's all volunteers?
Our staff is paid.
Okay. Of course.
The
You are there
board,
every day. Yeah, of course.
And the board members are volunteers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Besides that, we've got countless community volunteers
no
that
doubt.
help and support us
Yeah.
whenever we need.
Yeah.
When we've done naloxone kit distribution, we have our volunteers that come and support us. We've done many workshops where we require some volunteers. So we have...
So it's not only one thing you guys do, but you guys all year long bring something for the beneficial for the community.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of workshops, just raising awareness even.
That's very important.
Yeah, because I think that's one way for people to start thinking about these things.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we are so hyper-focused on, you know, get a job, make money, buy a house, buy a car. We don't think about building relationships, which is actually what people remember in their life, right? So just shifting that focus into taking time to spend with your kids and, you know, see what they're doing, build that interaction, even with your partner, even with your family, right? So just having those conversations, and sometimes there's awareness pieces, like I know cannabis is been legalized, and you know, video games, kids play these things. Parents are sometimes not aware of how to manage social media. So being able to do a lot of parenting support, because our lifestyles have changed. The next generation is very different in so many ways, and if parents are not aware of these things, it's very easy for that disconnection from kids to happen, and then just not a healthy family life, right? So
because you just touched on it, like cannabis. So are you happy with it? It's legal in Canada?
If happy with it or not, it is the world we live in, right? Unfortunately, we have to abide by the laws and be okay with it. If a kid is 18, we can't legally tell them you're doing a crime, but at the same time, we can support them in education so that, you know, people can responsibly use whatever they need to use. So I think that's really important, even as a community, for us to know that and understand.
So for Rekha, for our youth or young kids, so you see a lot of issues now because of the drugs and of course the cannabis as well. So are you guys getting more calls for the youth, or we are still going to doing okay?
We have had an increase in the youth calling in. Yeah, definitely. In my line of work, that's not PCHS. I do work with children and adolescents in mental health.
Oh, okay.
I'm a clinical pharmacist.
Oh, wow.
And so we have seen an increase, certainly since COVID and also pre-COVID, we were seeing an increase in children and youth presenting with mental health disorders. So certainly that's reflective of what we're seeing in our community.
That's right, yeah.
And in turn, what we're seeing with PCHS as well. Certainly an increase in youth reaching out, which is really positive, because I think if you can identify an issue early on in life, later on in life, and seek the help that you need, it does lead to better health outcomes as adults.
Right. Yeah, no, this is very well said. So are you guys connected to police, RCMP, like other organizations?
In some ways, yeah. We try and do a lot of collaborative work like that. In fact, we spoke to police person, diversity coordinator.
Yes.
And I think they reached out to us, and we are planning to do some workshops with in the community with partnership with police in terms of, talking about whatever the issues are. We are kind of working to think about what topics our community wants to talk about that. And on the other note, when you were talking about drugs with youth, there has been an increase in people, even parents calling and being like, oh, I don't know, my kid is, has this apparatus, and I checked the pockets and we found this, what do I do? So we get a lot of panic calls like that. And then we do a lot of education with parents as well, and how can they bond with their kids to understand what's really going on instead of getting scared and locking their kids down. On the other hand, we do a lot of outreach workshops within the community itself on drugs awareness a lot. I think we've done quite a few youth, and it's targeted to parents in the community, anyone who has anywhere from like 11, 12-year-old to 18-year-olds, what to look for, what are healthy ways to connect with your child, and what are the signs to look for, and things like that.
And we also work with a number of lawyers who, so with the justice system, lawyers that reach out to us to provide support to some of their clients that maybe have involvement in drugs or domestic violence that are court mandated as well.
So we have Natasha watching from New York, Sonia as well. Hello Sonia, Yasmin from Calgary as well. Thank you so much everyone for watching on Facebook. And Natasha, happy belated birthday. I know you had a birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to you. And you are listening and watching Salaam Namaste Calgary on Punjabi National Radio 94.7 FM Calgary with me, Jalal, and Salma ji. She's not here today, she's out of town, but inshallah she'll be back in a couple of weeks. तो लेते हैं छोटा सी ब्रेक, और ब्रेक के बाद we'll continue with our talk with Rekha and Tania. Here we go.
ਸਾਡਾ ਪਟੋਲਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਓਲਾ।
ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਾਈ ਜੀ ਜਤਿੰਦਰ ਚੀਮਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਚੋਲਾ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਓਲਾ।
ਜੀ ਹਾਂ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਘਰ ਦੀ ਪਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਕਸਵੈਲ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਰਿਐਲਿਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਤਿੰਦਰ ਚੀਮਾ ਜੀ ਦਿਵਾਣਗੇ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਘਰ। Unit 4 2235 30 Avenue North East Calgary. Call 403-629 3577 403 629 3577। ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, ਸੂਟ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਹੀ ਮੰਗਵਾ ਲੇ, ਪਰ ਜੁਐਲਰੀ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ?
ਉਹ ਤੂੰ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਲੈ, ਜੁਐਲਰੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀਜੇ ਜੁਐਲਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਭਰੋਸੇਮੰਦ ਤੇ ਸਟੀਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੰਗੀ ਜੁਐਲਰੀ ਲਈ। ਵੀਜੇ ਜੁਐਲਰਸ 골ਡ ਅਤੇ ਡਾਇਮੰਡ ਜੁਐਲਰੀ ਲਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ। ਸਿਟੀਸਕੇਪ ਲੈਂਡਿੰਗ 5126 4310 104th Avenue North East Calgary. Call 403-899 2121 403 899 2121 या visit vjjewelers.ca।
ਉਹ ਗੱਡੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਦੂਰ ਤੇ ਮੱਖਣ ਵਾਂਗ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੇ ਬਿਗ ਰਿਗ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਪਵਾਏ ਨੇ।
ਬਿਗ ਰਿਗ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਦੀ ਹਿਊਜ ਰੇਂਜ, ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀਅਲ, ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲ, ਅਰਥ ਮੂਵਰ, ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ, ਟਾਇਰ ਮਾਊਂਟਿੰਗ
ਬਿਗ ਰਿਗ ਟਾਇਰਸ।
ਲੈ ਵੀ ਜਿੰਦਰਾ ਮੈਨ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਭਤੀਜਾ, ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਭੈਣ ਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਤੇ ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਭੂਆ ਦੀ ਨਨਾਣ ਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਐ।
ਉਹ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਟੱਬਰ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰੀ ਫਿਰਦਾ।
ਉਹ ਭਾਜੀ ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ, JFS ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। JFS ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਫॉर स्टडी परमिट, वर्क परमिट, स्पॉन्सरशिप, LMIA, परमानेंट रेजिडेंसी या रिफ्यूजी एंड अपील्स। कॉल 403-436-6000 और 403-406-2004।
ਕੀ
ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਪਨਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਾਰ ਮਰਸੀਡੀਜ਼ ਖਰੀਦ ਕੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਸੱਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਰਸੀਡੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਡੀਲਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ 에ਅਰਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਮਰਸੀਡੀਜ਼ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਹਿਲਸ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ। ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਲਈ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਗੌਰਵ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, ਹਿੰਦੀ, ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਜਾਂ ਉਰਦੂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। 70 ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਲਈ ਵੱਡਾ ਸ਼ੋਰੂਮ, ਪੂਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਾਰ ਮਰਸੀਡੀਜ਼ ਬੈਂਜ਼ ਖਰੀਦਣ ਲਈ ਮਰਸੀਡੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਹਿਲਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੌਰਵ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰੋ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਫੋਨ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੈ 403 903 6757 403 903 6757।
ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਰੋਸਰੀ ਖਰੀਦਣ ਲਈ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਪਹਿਚਾਨਿਆ ਨਾਂ ਹੈ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਗਰੋਸਰੀ ਸਟੋਰ। ਸਾਂਝਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਗਰੋਸਰੀ ਸਟੋਰ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ 3 ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਗਰੋਸਰੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਲੋੜਾਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਦਾਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਤਾਜ਼ਾ ਸਬਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਭਾਂਡਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਘਰ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਦੇ ਸਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਭੰਡਾਰ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਨਾਰਥ ਈਸਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ 3 ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਜੋ ਤੇ ਘਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਲੋੜਾਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰੋ। ਪਹਿਲੀ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ 3690 ਵੈਸਟ ਵਿੰਗ ਡਰਾਈਵ, ਦੂਜੀ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ 7171 80th ਐਵਨਿਊ, ਤੀਜੀ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ 6520 ਫਾਲਕਨ ਰਿਜ ਬੁਲੇਵਾਰਡ। ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਫੋਨ ਘੁਮਾਓ 403 835 2222।
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦੀ ਅਕਾਊਂਟਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਇਨਕਮ ਟੈਕਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ ਹੋ?
Welcome back to FM Calgary on the Punjabi National Radio 94.7 FM. It's me, Jalal, and of course, Aaj Salma ji nahi hai. She's on vacation for next couple of weeks. But I have Tania and Rekha. Rekha ji from the PCHS, jo ki Punjabi Community Health Services. There we go, I got it finally. And their event is coming up, which is a fundraising event coming up on October the 22nd at the Empire Banquet Hall.
That is correct,
right?
yes.
Okay, so why don't we talk about the event? So yeah, tell us what's happening on October 22nd.
So on October 22nd at Empire Banquet Hall, we're holding our annual D3 event, paused for a couple of years because of COVID.
Yeah.
D3, Diwali, dinner and dance.
Oh, okay.
This year, our theme is going to be a Bombay night market.
Bombay night market.
Yes. So
okay.
we have the feel of being on the streets of Mumbai, Bombay,
Chopati, Jew, that's what you're saying?
And we're going to have some great vendors that are going to be displaying their goods and selling. We will also have some fun stuff that's going to happen during the night with some of our actors that are going to be walking around the hall.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have a 360 video photo booth.
Okay, yes. It's very famous right now.
Yes, it is. I've seen one video and it looks quite fun.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a silent auction. We've got some great silent auctions, items that have been donated by various organizations. And to top it all off, we also have 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀, who will be live on stage during the event. Followed by House of Bounce DJ to dance the night away. So it's going to be a fantastic evening. If Empire Banquet Hall always does a great job.
Yes,
they're great supporters of PCHS.
Yeah.
Their food menu that we've picked for the evening is going to be phenomenal. So yeah, we're looking forward to having everyone come and join us on that evening. We've got 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗧𝗏, who's going to be our host for the evening and emceeing the event. 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗀𝗧𝗏, who's the CEO of PCHS Ontario, will be coming and doing a talk. Our mayor today confirmed that she will also be attending the event. So looking forward to having Mayor Gondak attend as well. Yeah, I think most of all, I think everyone will be excited to hear live music once again.
It's been a while, yes.
Alex is well known in the
Yes,
community
yes,
and puts
I
on
know
a
him too,
great
yes.
show.
Yes.
And of course, I'll personal pitch my husband, 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗃, who I'm sure many of your listeners know well.
Oh, he's a tabla guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your husband.
He'll be playing tabla
Oh, my
for the
God.
night.
Okay.
And then, of course, House of Bounce, that everybody knows
Yeah,
in Calgary, will be doing the DJing afterwards.
nice,
We've
nice.
got a couple of great performers as well, live performers that are going to do a couple of dance numbers for us.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome. So where can we buy the tickets, Tania?
Online.
Online?
You can buy, there's an Eventbrite link, so
Okay.
you can go on our website.
Yeah.
And you can go click on the link, and the tickets are available right there.
Yeah.
Should be easy. If they have
Do
any.
you know how much are the tickets though?
Our tickets are $125
Okay.
Per person.
Per person.
$25 of that will be a tax receipt.
Okay.
Because we are a non-profit
Right.
organization, we're
Yeah.
able to do that.
Yeah.
The tickets include the dinner, the live entertainment, everything that's going to be happening.
And the most of
during
it
the
will
night.
go to the like
That is,
PCHS.
yes.
Yeah.
The majority, whatever we are not paying for our meal,
Yeah.
will be going
To
to PCHS,
PCHS.
and directly for our programs and services.
Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. So that night, and of course, people can go online and buy the tickets. What else is happening that day? Anything else?
I think it's just a way to come together and sort of celebrate the positives. I know it's a lot of as an agency we stand for it's a lot of hard work.
Yes.
Supporting people
Yes.
like that
Takes time.
with like supporting our community, and but it's nice to even come meet the counselors, ask if you have any questions about the agency, anything that all of that, just mingle a little bit, show the support, because I know our community is actually one of the most generous communities. We know we're the minority here, and there are not mainstream services targeted for South Asians, people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, India. So to support those people, I know we've done a lot of service delivery, we've done a lot of work, and I think if people come and see, we invite our clients to come too, because it's just a way of coming together and being happy about the work we've done in the past years, and then again for another
Of course,
year.
I think you guys will provide update what happened last couple of years, whatever.
Absolutely.
And then where the
yeah.
funds are going and
Yes.
everything. So if someone cannot make it but wants to donate, what's the website? Anything?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a Canada Helps website that you can make direct donations to. So CanadaHelps.org, pick PCHS Calgary, and you can make a donation directly from that webpage, and you will get a tax receipt right away, immediately
that's okay.
once you make that donation. Tickets, you can go to our website, PCHSCalgary.com. The link to the D3 event is right there. It'll take you directly to the Eventbrite page where you can purchase tickets.
That's nice.
Really easy to do. If anyone does have any problems, they can call our phone number, which is
Yes, please.
587-999-9312, and we will be happy to help guide them through the ticket purchase price.
No, I know 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏, he's one of the best. And he
Absolutely.
used to come to Calgary almost every weekend.
Yes.
But because of the pandemic, of course, he was back in Edmonton. But no, he's awesome. So guys, so do not forget this beautiful evening coming up on October 2nd at the Empire Banquet Hall. It's going to be 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏 will be performing, and it's going to be dance performances. Doors open at 6 p.m. and it's going to be, the theme is Bombay Night Market. So we are talking pani puri, jalebi, everything.
Lots of yummy food.
Oh my God.
You can't go wrong with that.
That's right.
Yeah, I think the last event I went, I think it was at the Empire Banquet Hall.
Yes.
It was a fundraising for the Pakistan flag.
Yes,
And
yes.
they had jalebi. The guy was there, right there, cooking jalebi.
Fresh jalebi.
Fresh jalebi. Oh my God. You
Yeah.
cannot go wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing there as well.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think this is great. And of course, you can check their website
PCHSCalgary.com.
for the tickets, or it's going to be on Eventbrite tickets and everything. So do not forget, and I think it's going to be an awesome night. And at the end of the day, everything is going for a good cause. So Yeah, I say one line all the time, जो देने में मजा है वो लेने में क्या? So this is your time to give. Make sure give. If we cannot go, just donate. $5, $10, $50, $60, whatever. Every bit of help. Everything help. You cannot go wrong. Or then you can get your tax receipt as well. So of course it's a win-win for everyone. Anything else? We missed anything today?
I think just to highlight that we are open to all South Asians in our community. Our services are free, easy to contact our office. Our phone number is 587-999-9312. We've got professional staff of provisional psychologists that are well trained in providing services in Hindi, Punjabi, and Urdu.
Beautiful.
Tania?
Yeah, I think even if I think sometimes people are not sure, what can I get? Like, why would I go there? Like, yes, I'm stuck, but maybe I can handle it myself. And sometimes it's okay to ask for help. And just reaching out. I have had, in my experience, so many clients saying, "I'm so glad I made that one phone call that day. I wasn't sure." Most people are indecisive because it's a very difficult thing to pick up the phone, call somebody, and share your most.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. So it's a sign of huge strength. So anytime somebody calls us or walks through the door for an appointment, or for the first appointment especially, I really, say that it's super amazing, and I'm really proud of you to do that, because it's not an easy thing to do. But all of our clients have actually said that they get something out of it. The problems don't go away 100%, but their perspectives change. They see things in a different way. They have some sort of a perspective shift, because of which life just seems a little bit easier, and there's a little bit of hope. And I think that's kind of all we need.
Yeah. And Rekha, I just got a question in my mind. When you receive a call regarding domestic violence, so do you think is it because of the lack of education, you think?
Maybe I'll take that, because I don't. So it's not necessarily a lack of education. I think relationships are hard.
Right.
Anybody, and when we are immigrating, raising in a completely different culture, trying to live in a completely different culture, and there's financial pressure. There can be discrimination. There can be racism. There can be you're far away from home. There's so many things going on, and then put kids in the mix, put in-laws in the mix. So many things can go wrong within relationships, and we don't focus on that. We don't focus on making our relationships better, right? So that's not. So then it's a normal thing to happen. It's not like, oh my God,
it happens.
But as long as people come and get help and understand what happened, so that doesn't happen again. That's the huge. People make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So wanting to learn and change is the first step to recovery or self-help, right? So that's kind of what I would say. That's the most important thing when people call for that.
Is there a future programs, anything coming up, or seminars, anything coming up?
We update all of that on our website pretty regularly. We do have a lot of workshops. We are also, open to what the community needs. So because we are kind of, as I said, a pioneer in this, so we are trying to listen from our clients. So if we see a lot of mental health, anxiety clients coming with anxiety problems, I'm really worried all the time, I'm stressed mein hu bahut zyada, then we'll focus on that and maybe do a workshop if we have enough people. So we really tailor our services to our clients.
Wow. It's not an easy job, I know, but I think you guys are just doing a fantastic job. You and your team, board members, staff, everyone, just know this is great. And I think we need more this kind of organization who can do the community work. I think that's what we need. Thank you so much, Rekha.
Thank you so much.
And say hi to 𝗟𝗲𝗀𝗀.
I will, for sure.
Yes, because when I saw the last, I was like, she looks like same last name with 𝗟𝗲𝗀𝗀, but I wasn't sure. No, I think
I will. Thank you.
And thank you, Tania, for coming in.
Thank you so much.
I know it's a little far. Do you know 𝗦𝗛𝗫 Bachchan?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's his 80th birthday today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I'll ask both of you, what's your favorite movie of 𝗦𝗫𝗫ji?
Oh my gosh. There's one with Jaya, I think 𝗟𝗫𝗘 is in there too, and 𝗧धर्मेंद्र is there, and the 𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗶𝗃, I think it's
𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗃, yes, yes, or that comedy movie, yes.
Yeah,
What about you, Rekha ji?
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. It was one of his first movies. It was a love story that had
Kabhi Kabhi?
𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗃, yes.
Okay, yeah. And then, you know, with the Jaya, there was one more, Abhiman.
Yeah, no, 𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗃.
𝗃𝗶𝗃, yes,
Yeah.
my favorite 𝗃𝗃𝗃
Yeah,
as well.
I love
It's
that movie.
amazing, amazing movie. So make sure to join me tomorrow for the rush hour at 5 p.m. and we're going to celebrate the birthday of one and only 𝗦𝗫𝗫𝗀𝗫 Bachchan. And of course, I can take your request as well by text 403-204-0011. I'll take a commercial break. A commercial break ke baad, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to Salaam Namaste Calgary on Punjabi National Radio 94.7 FM, and I'll be right back.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਫਰਨੀਚਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਲੋੜਾਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਬ੍ਰਿਕ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਮੈਟਰੈਸ ਸੋਫਾ ਸੈੱਟ ਅਪਲਾਇੰਸਸ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕਸ ਹੋਮ ਡੈਕੋਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਾਨਦਾਰ ਵੈਰਾਈਟੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਨਦਾਰ ਡੀਲਾਂ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਰ ਚੰਦ ਲਗਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਸਨਰਿਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਬ੍ਰਿਕ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਡਿਟੇਲਸ ਹਰ ਹਫਤੇ